Hello, I'm Nick Dyer from Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and I'm joined here today by Kevin.
Hi, my name's Kevin Ridings from Veeam Software.
Today's video is discussing Hewlett Packard Enterprise's technology alongside Veeam Cloud Data Management software and technologies.
Thanks, Nick. So what we're going to do now is we're going to walk through capturing, creating data sets and leveraging the HPE technologies to go through that whole cloud management piece. So you can see here on the left-hand side, we have a production stack. We have some compute, we have some virtual machines, but we also have some production storage. And you can see in the middle there, we have some Veeam components. We have Veeam backup and replication with proxies and repositories. And we're going to walk through now to look at the process of capturing the data. You would actually include and manage the job within the VBR component there, and that's where you would highlight the particular workloads that you're wishing to protect. Once you've done this, we would ask the proxy to go and find the data, and it would be able to go across to the primary storage. If we have the great integrations that we do in fact have with HPE Storage, such as 3PAR.
Absolutely, and Primera, and Nimble. So Nimble and 3PAR.
So with those great integrations, what we can actually do is, controlling from the VBR server, we can go across to the workloads and we can create in-guest quiescence without a single agent used. So we can go and quiesce Exchange, SQL, application, all the enterprise applications you can think of. We then ask for a hypervisor-based snapshot that happens down on the storage here. But the true power of the integrations with the HPE product portfolio is, once we go across to the fabric, we can actually orchestrate snapshots within the production storage. Once we've done this, we get rid of the VMware snapshots. It's only been in play for a very short period of time. Once we have that, we're able to mount that snapshot directly to our proxy. We can then perform deduplication and compression and write this down to our primary repository. And the options for a primary repository could be...
Absolutely, so that on HPE could be Apollo if you wanted to do software-defined storage. That could be a Store Once device if you want long-term data reduction as a very, very accelerated platform. Or it could be a Nimble secondary flash platform for very, very flash-based backups as well as restores.
Yes. Another value of having that high-speed primary repository here is, we're going to be looking at in a later video, is being able to leverage that data and validate that data. But just having the first backup is not the end of the story for full data protection and cloud data management. We would obviously write a number of incrementals within the primary repository, but we would then also want to create additional copies. And we would do this by using Veeam's backup copy job, being able to send data to a secondary or tertiary locations. And we can do this to a number of different types of storage. And the options for HPE storage would be...
Absolutely, so that could be another Store Once technology.
Absolutely.
It could be even a ProLiant server with disks behind it. It could be an Apollo platform, or it could be another Nimble or anything else that you have.
Yeah, so many options with the HPE product portfolio for writing a number of different copies of your backups.
Indeed, and my colleague Nigel has actually done another video which covers some of the architectural differences between our platforms for backups. So we'll put a link in the comment box below. Please go and check that video out.
So there's a rule we like to follow at Veeam, and we tend to advertise this to our partners and customers, and it's the 3-2-1 rule. And what we're talking about here is having a minimum of 3 copies of your data. So we would consider the production a single copy, the primary repository a second copy, and then the tertiary or secondary repository we would class as the third copy. It's very important to draw attention to the 2 as well. The 2 is 2 different media types. So those 2 different media types are in a different threat plane or a different threat domain. So they can't be affected by the same firmware or the same type of attack. And the 1 here is 1 in a different location, potentially offline. So the easy targets for the 1 in a different location could be actually out to using our cloud tier to an S3 bucket, or perhaps using Cloud Volumes backup.
Absolutely, yep.
A more possibly could be considered legacy today, we can write data out to tape. Now, tape is still a very good, low-cost, long-term archival media. Truly offline, perhaps in a managed data service, really going to protect you from ransomware. So that is a really strong one in the 3-2-1 story. But there is one step further. We can, with the combination of the HPE technologies and Veeam technologies together, we can guarantee all those copies of the data are in fact error-free. And we're going to be talking about that in a later video in much more detail.
So what you can see here is everything is orchestrated through the Veeam technologies, and it's managed and it's restored through the Veeam technologies. So you can have HPE primary storage, HPE secondary storage, HPE cloud storage, and you've got one place to administer your entire backup technology, as well as restoring and even doing dev test workloads. So thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you found this video useful. Please do check out the other videos which go more in depth onto this series. We'll put the links in the comments box below. But again, thank you very much for your time and have a great day.